Seems like it works. Alright. It does work. Good evening, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful day. Myself had a very good day with a good nap because, you know, at my age, naps are very appreciated. So, tonight we're going to be playing Slay the Princess, the pristine cut. Not totally sure if you can even play the normal version anymore. So, without further ado, we need to launch the game. Well, hello, Caddy. Some nice way to start the day. Okay. Nice to see you. And yeah, it sign you out. I'm just going to like this. Perfect. Okay. Wait, what? I said to start the day, really? I mean, um, I just snap. Okay, it's as if I was. It's as if I was just. It's as if I. Jesus. It's as if I just awoken, and a new day started. There you go. I can talk. So, English. I said. Oh, I'm going to move down there, hiding everything. Like that. Here we go. Well, and thank you for being here. I thought you didn't like the game, or you were not interested in this horror game. I mean, this love story. I'm going to be reading a little bit. Well, maybe there'll be some moment that you enjoy. I don't know if you've seen or played yourself, but yeah. I myself did not play it. I've seen my roommate play, so um, well, if you can, I know that when you finish a path, it restarts, and that's pretty much like all I know. So if you could, the spoilers for afterward, that will be great. Um, whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decision. There are only fresh perspective and new beginning. This is a love story. Hello, Cynical. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. So let's just, just start a new game.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Thank you, it's going great. I just woke up from a nap, feeling energized. No stress from this game, like Five Nights at Freddy's, which was a terrible experience. How about you?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Yeah. The end of the world, what are you talking about? You consider that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad. Can someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing it. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get Jesus Christ? That's a lot of. It's a lot of option. Explorers. Do I get some sort of reward? Okay, thank you for telling me what to do. Okay, I'll just turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Man, you chose violence this morning. Okay, fine, your persistence. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin. Lie, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending and religion coming of a new dawn being on our word. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Quietly continued on the path from the cabin. Well, I'll just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. I think that's the...
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
I'm good just listening to music after showing Niku V card. VTuber card game. Oh, is it the new one that Shy Lily was showing? And my autograph from CU and the voice actor of Escanor from 7 Deadly Sins. I'm not totally sure what you're talking about, but that seems great. Oh yeah, so it is that. Okay, so I know what you're talking about. Oh, that's cool. Fine, I suppose you just quickly. Oh yeah.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be...
Yeah, no. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Quietly continue down the path. I really hope that down the path is not toward the cabin.
Your silence is deafening.
Okay,
Fine.
good.
You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Oh no, I'm not in many Discord, to be honest. I try to keep it simple since I also work with my Discord. I need Discord for work, so yeah, I try to, I'm old and not that connected to the world.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
No, that's true. If there's too many Discord and too many follows, it does feel a bit overwhelming for me. Like, I don't have too many tabs, don't have too many stuff open at the same time. Just my work asks me to have like 5 Discord, and that's already a bit too much for me. And yeah, I really don't want to go there, so Oh yeah, well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. Yeah, yeah, you know
There's
what?
always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes, glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
The music's kind of funky, not gonna lie.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
I really feel like the game's trying to tell me something.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
No, that's... My goal was not to irritate you at
You've doomed us
first.
all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Did we finish the game? Hey, is that great?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her.
I see some
If you
wall.
don't, it will be the end of the world.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? Oh, you bastard, you're in it for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. But I died. Oh, the whole world ended. What am I doing here? Those walls weren't here last time. You can just force me to go to the cabin. And yep, okay, heading to the cabin now where I'm definitely going to slay the princess. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin. Or silently proceed to the cabin. Yeah, no, I'm not, no.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
No.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Yeah, the narrators is... Oh. Alright.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
No, I like this guy, the contrarian. I think,
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong.
I love moving the mouse around to make the background.
Listen,
Oops.
my job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you...
Oh. Sorry. Oh well. If you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
It's just someone with a mental illness going insane and planning to kill some poor woman they kidnapped. Kidnap and trap. Yeah, that could be. And he's all just trying to talk to himself with like multiple personalities in his head. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Dude, shut up, it's right there.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I also want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Yeah, I want to see how handsome I am.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? So we're all in agreement then. We're looking.
Good. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What's wrong with the who?
It was there a second ago. No,
Is it
gone.
because you have
Taking the
bird
mirror away
hen?
from us isn't going to
Oh.
change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
I mean, you are like a bird or something. At least you have bird hands. That's what the cursor is. Can I take the blade and throw it away?
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
What? This is just...
It really doesn't matter how you hold
I don't understand how
as long
you,
as you have it.
how you try to
Just
hold
make a choice.
the knife. Hold the blade the other way.
Switch your grip on the blade.
Oh, like that?
Congratulations.
Okay, oh, and the cursor has changed.
Yes! Isn't this so much better?
Stab.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Stabbing the table. throw the blade out the window. That's what I wanted to do.
Yes, do it. Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends? Oh well. If the princess wasn't going to do it, the heat death of the universe was going to come for it eventually.
Hey, he's right.
I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Damn, yeah, right.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you.
No, I'm not here to kill.
Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon.
If I can, I will.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Well, the contrarian just want to mess up with the narrator, it seems. He's like you. Do not think it matters, so... The harsh stair to the left.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel.
There's a video game that told me that people usually don't go left, and they usually go right. So since that time I usually tried to go left just to be a contrarian since that time.
The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
Yeah, it's probably if you're left-handed or right-handed. I'm right-handed myself.
As you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill.
I'm not sure if those are stairs anymore.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Hey, my cursor changed again.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to
Jesus
say
Christ,
that?
you scared me.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, that's probably it. He just slipped down the stairs and hurt my head, got a concussion, had a weird trip, something.
Oh well, that was the trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
I think she's chained up on this side only.
You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? For what I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here? You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you. Okay, let's ask your name.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Just Christ, you sound like a bitch.
You can call me
Jesus
Princess
Christ.
if you'd like.
Ooh.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until it's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Oh yeah, the narrator is kind of shady, so
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
yeah, why not? So it's the same thing, oh, except this one. And I'm getting you out of here, trying to free her. I don't know what you are, but I can trust you. Wait, is this feel like the same? This all seem like the same choice bundled together. I'll try to do this. There is more of you now.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
I want more, princess.
We can do that. Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Let's ask her more question. Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart. Do you know what happened to me?
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Well, these all seem to have different personalities, so yeah. Let's ask her another question. Well, I know you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Nice.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath. Focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Oh, well, that's the only choice I have, so what's this choice? I'm getting you out of here. I don't know what you are, but I can trust you. I can trust anything here. And regretfully think about that time you threw the blade out the window. So I'll do everything.
That's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
I don't like this word, incomprehensibly.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to perish alone.
What?
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
Oh, I have blood on my blade.
But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
That's a weird princess.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
Did you do that? You know, I just followed your lead. It's not my fault.
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere.
No, it's your fault.
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
I'm just a tool.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's going to be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No. Just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you. Say nothing. I feel like I should say I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. You know guys that are like, oh, I can fix her. Kind of weird. What would you do? What would you do? do me best. I'll do me best. Ah. Oh, I got an achievement. When everything is possible, nothing is. But you don't know if she had the change. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear you reply. She's gone, replaced with something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
What are we supposed to do now?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror, or approach the mirror. I'm going to... this.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Don't talk that way about my mirror. It's our friend.
Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
Well, approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. I know that I'm ugly, but you don't need to say it so bluntly. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of our fragile vessel? Is it the end of the world? They're out of here. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the world beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attack the entity, destroy your body. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary light? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I'm a person. I actually don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
She said she was the gift of fragile vessel. I don't know what that is.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
What?
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Was I not supposed to do that early? Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Is it the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
You get a point. Are you what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Let her out of here. There, right?
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
You know about the worlds beyond this place.
I know only that they are.
Okay. And are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always a princess, or are you just making her or are you just making her a part of yourself? Yeah.
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
So, what happens now? I guess I should just go with what happens now.
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
You're scared I'll find a way to kill you.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay. How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find? What? And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to the princess to stop her from destroying the world if I help you. Is that what we're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you? Or let it be. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever? Or I'm ready and make me forget. Let's go with... I want to wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box,
will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh, well, okay. Mm, uh, just close the game. All right. Don't you just love it
Have
when...
returned to
Oh,
me.
Jesus Christ.
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
I'm just going to help it a little less. I need to... Like, no, a little bit more. Yeah, I need to resize my window, so it's a bit of annoying. What did she say? You have to return to me, to you were gone mere moments. I've never left your side. I guess, okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Alright.
On a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Note, you can skip previous season dialogue by hitting tabs on your keyboard or R1 on your controller. Okay, tab. Tab. Okay. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to have a monarch. Viva la revolution. And silently continue the cabin. I do not even have the option to turn back and do whatever. So that's just, you know, silently continue to the cabin. Wait, he doesn't talk? You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed in the cabin. Don't have that many choice.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Calm down, simp.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No, wait, why would you ever think that? Yeah, it was a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Still your nerd and step forward. What? No, wait, why would you think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it. Because fuck the narrator.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
She's so bitchy. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How will I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know I am here to kill you? What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
Okay.
Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Nope, never. What are you going to do if I left you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell no, but I'm sure they have their reason for keeping that. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like
That's
I
true.
said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
No. How will I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we talk enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess, I'm getting you out of here. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
She's really seem like
You have to make a choice.
a good person, right?
Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You
Nope,
turn
I
your
got my
back to
blade.
the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice?
I mean, if she's trying to
I
like
don't think she's bluffing.
win our favor, she was really doing a bad job at that.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here. Oh, that's relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. No, we're sticking to the
It'll be the
plan.
death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come.
Oh,
Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
oh, she's out.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. Huh? It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did. and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Am I in deep doo-doo? Threaten me all you want. All he does it ease my guilty conscience. So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? Not really innocent princess harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep.
I can be innocent and harmless if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping
Jesus
me out of
Christ.
that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
She became a sleeper with this demon.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I can see the horror. The scene of this horror game.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Oh, something
is a
that's...
princess. You're here to slay her.
Yeah. I'm getting a 10% deja vu. Wait, okay, but I died. It's all... Can I just turn around and leave now? We did a good thing earlier with that.
This is good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and slay a princess. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I wish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Can I go walk in the opposite direction now? There we go.
Won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever. Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Deja vu. Already been to the place before. Turn around again. Would that just do the same thing as before? I'll go inside the cabin. Sheesh.
That's great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly. A couple of laps around the woods were all it took for you to go in there. I guess you're the one in control, aren't you? So if you want us to die again, I guess we'll die again. Good luck to all of us.
Knock, knock, knock. I have the
The
cursor.
interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
I feel watch and I don't like this.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay.
Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Or you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall? Yeah. I think that I'm just going to enter the basement, huh? I'll need the
Should've
blade.
taken the knife again. I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. We need something sharper. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
Oh yeah, they're different from outside.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
How can something remind you of fresh lightning and static? What?
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Oh, I'm fuck.
Come back. She must have you confused with someone else.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all such pessimists. Step off into the void. Step off and continue on. Can I just jump off? Oh no.
Attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I was curious. I don't know. Falling into an infinite void seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just scared. Yeah.
How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Left and right.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
Must be very annoying to have various personalities fighting inside your head all the time.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Go back the way you came.
You turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
This is it, isn't it?
No little knife this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
I don't think a knife will do.
There
A lot
has
of
to
good.
be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Huh?
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs,
He's just repeating himself, I think.
nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Heart,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
nerves, heart.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Nerves. Why?
I don't think she needs to attack
The
us.
why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Liver. Nerves. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. Liver. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
Why won't you finish me off? What good I am to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened after you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world, yeah. You're an lunatic, you know that, right? If you want to work together, can you at least start off this whole organ shutting down situation? How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies, we can work together. We can be friends even. I'm not doing any of this, I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try and kill you. So do your worst. Okay, let's get out of here. Find your win. Oh, just run. Let's go, bit. Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
Valid.
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop! Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
One moment,
liver,
and then you're
nerves,
gone.
heart,
Just
liver,
like
nerves, heart,
that.
lungs,
Ah,
nerves,
and
heart,
there's the fear.
nerves. She pulls away. Lungs, liver,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
lungs, liver, nerves.
What happened after you killed me last
I
time?
tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't
Oh
you?
yeah, that's very nice.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Lungs, liver, nerves,
if I let you out, what then?
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
Being around you is agony. I'm not going to stick around. Random attack. If you work together, can you at least turn out the... Oh, yeah.
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm going to try and kill you. So do your worst. Yeah, screw this shit.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
No, 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 no.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No, 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 no. No, no. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going. Well, what are you talking about?
Dude, that's your job. But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter. Wait, whoa, Jesus Christ, that's a shit ton of chapters. The moment of post-nut clarity.
You're on a path in the...
Shit! Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
Okay.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
And now he's yeah, okay.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left.
We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
It's a new one. Nice, more...
We're supposed to be unfeeling.
Oh.
How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
It's a party in my head.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us?
love something that hurts us.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Yeah?
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
That's a good question. How many times have you all been here?
Many, 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 many times.
It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
I think they're all wrong, but that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decision? If we don't go, can you make sense of them? I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her. Proceed to the cabin. The only way out is to do nothing, so nothing I will do. That's me ask more question to myself.
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up. You were here.
Every single time.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
If I don't remember what I did, then I could have been me that I... What? Let's just... let's make a choice that's changed something. Proceed to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you
It's
do
a
make
mirror.
it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror.
Okay.
He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
It's just gaslighting us.
Buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Exploring. What's wrong with giving them space? What if it's helped them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin.
Of the cabin.
The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Out of the voice of the simp.
Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Proceed.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
Oh.
That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
Yeah, that's true.
We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Yeah, but where's the princess?
Take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade. It's the only way forward. You know, you tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade. Oh.
You reach down to take the blade,
Oh.
but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
Oh, I thought it was a heart. Maybe it is, or it's a crack mask.
With every word
Jesus
she
Christ.
speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could knock you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything.
You don't seem fine, lady.
Except for me.
You need
I've
help.
already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. And what's left is for you to take my will. And that? It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A
Nice.
witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
My own cage? Wow. I mean, I'd like to have my own cage.
Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
You're just an object. Tool. You once were something else a long time ago. But was that something new? Is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle. Tender, even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
I hate you too.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
Oh, I thought she was,
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
the princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
Oh. She going to see our friend? You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I
can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back.
What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Smash the mirror.
Oh, you stop with the smashing.
Boy, smash.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Approach the mirror. Step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unresolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Really? I look the same, I think. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Yeah, I don't know if she's really like... I don't know if they've made it so... Depending on your choice, she's changed. But I do see the old one and the new one. I'm not sure at how much is actually something different or it's just in my head.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you finish, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if invisible walls close around me. Why can I not do the same thing I've done this before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. What do you want me to bring you next time? Yeah, what do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Okay.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
If you don't have any preference. I want to hurt you, but the more time I go back, the worse I feel will be. Jesus Christ. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Bring the moment of clarity to her. So,
You're on a path in the woods.
this time, oh yeah, I can skip that. Let's go, with a mission of saving the princess. Yes, well, okay, thank you for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Is this, yeah, proceed into the cabin? No, into the basement. No blade needed this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
I think we've seen
The
that.
princess really lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ah, her voice seems nice.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Hello, friend.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I will try, lady. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Shut up, narrator.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, I don't.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere in there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here.
Shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave
Fucking
until
bitch.
the task is done.
Down to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Jesus
hesitates
Christ.
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Saving a crazy princess or slay the crazy princess? Well, I say I'm going to save her, so I'm going to, you know, keep my words.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Oh, that's a fighter.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach a locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Shut up, narrator.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warner.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
I hate to say, milady.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Did she miss?
Strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
I never heard this word before. I mean, never seen, yeah.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark.
You die. The damsel.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah.
You're here to slay.
Yeah. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will
She's
lie.
like
She
shit.
will cheat.
Yeah.
If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
It's a boy. The smitten.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
The power of love was saved today.
Last time? What are you talking about?
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Oh yes, let's express your passion, my friend.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed into the cabin. Proceed into the cabin. Dook, dook, dook.
The interior
Oh,
of the cabin
that's
is clean
different.
and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, the mirror again. Take the blade. I'll just enter the basement. I'm not here to slay the lady. I'm here to save her.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Oh, it doesn't sound too bad. Doesn't seem too bad. Oh, I did a little fire. I love the sound of fire.
A soft
Little
voice
crackling.
carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Oh, me too, man. Me too.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
Oh, no, he's totally right.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning.
Oh, it's like a modern fairy tale, you know?
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Oh no, it's all real. We are in love.
You walk
Me
down
and
the
the
stairs
princess.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Yes,
You know she
that we
can't
are.
hear you, right?
Oh,
She
yeah.
may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Ah, we're fast, so that why we're
She
dashing.
called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset.
Yeah, I got no idea what's happened to the world. I don't even know I don't even know if it's the world. Like, we only see the cabin and, you know, the woods, nothing else, so. Maybe we're just in a bucket dimension with a cabin and ourselves.
Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
You killed me last time. It hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Oh, what a kind lady.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Right?
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I'm not going to slay this lady. I'm going to save her. I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Really? No, that's not. No, I don't want the war to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Oh, see? Innocent.
See? She didn't confess anything.
Huh?
She is innocence itself.
We agree.
Not so sure.
I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Sometimes don't you just need someone that agree with you? That just want to make you happy. Ah.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect.
Completely perfect, milady.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Maybe she does.
Doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Oh, shut up, why don't you? You're not to be trusted, man.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Damn, she's right. Rescue the princess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, you'll what?
Shut up.
Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Ah, see, we can
Approach
just...
the
Ah,
princess
good.
and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Oh, yeah.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Shut up, I'll try to kill her next time or something. Okay?
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Oh, that is right.
What do we do now?
No, that's a question. Don't you, like, ever have a friend over and you're just like, what do we do now? Because I do sometime. I mean, well, it's been a long time since I had a friend over, to be honest. Like a very long time. All right, now let's keep going. What do you want to do? We leave, and then we have our whole life to figure out what we want to do next.
That sounds perfect.
Isn't that great?
The princess takes your
Oh,
hand.
the sparkle,
the
sparkle.
last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see.
Oh,
Isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
oh no, not on my watch.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
No, we're going to do something. Our love cannot be stopped.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Well spoken, Smitten.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
No, she's my wife. She's my soulmate.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Oh, no. Yes, the voice.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love,
Oh.
you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
See, that's the power of love.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
That's right.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Likewise.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
We need to be happy as each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together? Stop with this interruption. I've already met my mind. We're leaving. Yes.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Oh,
Our happy ending at last.
damn right.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Oh, that we shall. Oh no, she's getting taken by the hands. but you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay, just trust me. I've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
That's right, she is. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You're withered. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You cannot be a contradiction. Contradiction doesn't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
And yeah, I doubt that the pictures change. I guess it was just, because she had mutable horn before.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
I don't feel like the last time that was true. Enough with all this pretension. You're not actually saying anything. Yeah. Figure out what you want. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark. And you die. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
Is this something different?
If you don't,
Well, let's go with sweet. I will want to love a monarch. Viva la revolution.
that's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any
Yeah,
further.
I know. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost...
Same thing. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
To the basement. We've seen that before earlier. Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
Same
binding her
thing,
to the
I think.
far wall of the basement.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? Seal your nerve and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Is it the same thing as
Against your
before?
better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you
I
there's
think
no
that's the same
reasoning
thing.
with her.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Just make sure you don't forget about the
We
blade.
talk a
on
lot.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Yeah, I'm going to save her this time. When she's not like lovey-dovey with me or something.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't
I
have
think
just
that's
left
all
the key
the
to her chains
holds.
somewhere in
No,
the
honestly. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Nonchalance.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams.
Yeah.
Someone else here.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I could save her, but this time she's colder, so maybe that's different.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm. You cut into her flesh.
Yeah.
The blade is sharp. You make quick. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
Yeah.
As
Same
the
thing.
princess Wait, this isn't fair. You can't watch me.
Slay the princess.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one.
Damn, girl.
But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Give up.
As the blade falls from your trembling hands, the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker. You fall to your knees, barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back. How disappointing.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Girl just dominated me.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her.
That's all. Oh, that's all good. She's going to kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her.
This one is
She's just
new.
going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Nah, just proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before
Yeah.
we might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a
Just a smidge.
pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Seems like I have to pledge myself to her.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
Just.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Proceeding
That's
to the
what you
cabin.
want. I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
That's a big ass door.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Feeling at ease.
This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here,
Yeah.
her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Mommy, is that you?
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
If that's what our mommy wants,
It doesn't matter what that little voice
we need
says.
to go.
He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you,
Jesus Christ.
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Okay, lady. Yes.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor.
Everything you ask me, mommy.
We didn't have to do that, and yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
We're nothing before her.
Kneel.
Yes, I will.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death?
I don't know, actually.
Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
I'm going to tell her why I'm here. You're supposed to end the world.
Weak-willed buffoon.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
She's like a villain in a JRPG. You know, all the one that wants to destroy the world and recreate a new.
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
What will you have me do? What do you have planned? Because you're supposed to end the world, doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. I have a question for you before anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm not going to help you. I'm yours to command. So just asking her a question will be disrespectful. So, I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
That you are.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
How could I do that?
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
Wait a sec. I was in a cabin. I went down stairs that were taller than me, and there's a window. Huh?
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Must be talking about the narrator.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Rip.
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Oh, she's the narrator now.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
I have to. It's over. Nah, break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
I know that she said, I am free, instead of she is loose. Which makes more sense.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Take her hand. No, don't take her away. Oh. But you do not take her hand, nor will you have her. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Yeah, of course you're scared. Ah, shut up, I don't care. We've seen this like, what, 3 times now? You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. I don't want to look at us.
The voice feels small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You're unraveled. Not sure. Don't really see a difference. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, Jesus Christ, she stole. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Oh,
Do you know what we'll find out there?
no idea. That's a rhetorical question. Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
No idea. There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there's supposed to be people. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Does that mean that the instant you think about something, it exists. Really make you think. And there's trees and stars. There's people, I think.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
You have thought in this vessel.
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for an overwhelming heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are a voice that speaks to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I'll call him the narrator. He wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? At the vessel, I had one.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He always does. Okay. And when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. And when I find him, I'm going to kill him. But you're going to keep... Yeah, going to go with the answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Really?
I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark. And you die. The hero and the princess. That's something we already seen a few times. So let's go with just killing her.
Spirit.
Just no messing around. We take the blade, enter the basement, continue down.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
And steal your nerve. Yeah,
Step
yeah.
forward.
Oh? No talking then?
No, that's new. Steal the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Yeah, no messing around this time. Just
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
I'm going to save just in case. I never save playing this game for like how long now? 2 hours and a half. Yeah, never save.
But is it over? Really over?
It'll be, of course it is. She's dead.
Yes.
No hesitation.
Exactly. It's over.
To
With your work
believe
done,
that
you
she's
make your way
alive
back up the stairs,
could be dangerous.
closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
So this is what happened when you do what the narrators ask. You get fucked.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
That's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
I don't trust you.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Hell no, do you have any idea how to get us here? Of course we are. I like it here. Hell no.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Going downstairs, grab the knife and kill ourselves.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out.
Seems
Do you
like
hear
it.
that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not?
This place is
There's
shitty.
more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Anything to get out of this hell. Yeah.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss?
I don't even
You-
have a chair,
you
like, to...
Ingrate. Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is
Damn.
dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Wait. The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods. You're
Yeah.
here to
Let's go to... Wait. You trapped me here after I slew her last time. I'm going to play along this time.
How unfortunate that the sole person capable of slaying the princess also seems to be somewhat insane. Oh well, as long as you get the job done, it doesn't matter what sort of mental state you're in.
Sounds like a normal boss.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Yeah, let's just go.
A warning.
Yeah.
She'll lie. She won't be a problem.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Just... You know... Well, we don't know. Putting a little blanket. Because I am a bit cold. Alright.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Take the blade and we'll kill her
Take the blade
again.
from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Into the basement. We're going to stab the dead girl.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final
Yeah,
step,
she's fucking dead.
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost!
Ghost.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
I am actually super cold still. Just going to put a hoodie. I need to remove my headphones. It's just going to take a minute. Alright. I was so hot yesterday, sweating buckets, and tonight I'm just so heapy, sleepy, and cold. Probably that the game is not as stressful as the other one, and that's good. I couldn't do that every day. Ah. Okay, what happened? Her touch is cold and ethereal, unless it's real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across her skin.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Yeah, let's do that. Slay the princess.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
Wait, her chains are... I mean, yeah.
You're adorable when you're confused.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Hello.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
If I knew I have to talk to you again, I would have slain you. I died too and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, Killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
I don't even know what I am.
tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
After all, you owe me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
Hmm.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Hmm.
Now, isn't that an interesting thought?
Yeah.
We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Now shut up, narrator. Before I agree to do anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. No, I don't care. Sounds great. Do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Thanks for the body, killer.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Ooh. Bone creaking.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So she heard them. That's good.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Wait, what?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are you?
a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want her to meet the narrator.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Oh, shut up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone. Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
Good.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
What do you mean slay the princess? Like to slay myself? Let's explore.
Then don't think. Just move.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
I guess we'll just have to see what happens when we leave. But if I'm stuck in here, I'll be making some renovations. It's too crowded.
Do I slay the princess or leave the basement? Let's go with leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
It's because he can't stop me. Why do you think he sent you here?
I hate to admit it, but she's not wrong.
Yeah, the narrator is pretty useful. Well, sometimes you try to use my body to stab.
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Finally! Finally!
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling.
Who's
Let's-
talking about? Oh. Sorry. Sometimes my fingers are a bit twitchy and I click.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. He's gone. And so is everything else.
Wait, is the world here only because the narrator is here?
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Alright. Let's see if I'm stuck with you forever.
You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stares up at you.
Guess not. Oswald with ends well, right? He lived up to your end of the bargain, so I'll live up to mine. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
With the other vessel. Don't get a chance to respawn, or will you ever? It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
Yeah. You approach a mirror. That feel right? Yeah. The voice feels small, distant as you approach and gaze through a reflection. Yeah. Oh, you're nothing at all. I'm just a bird. Like my cursor. Not the first time I have this cursor. But that's it, right. It can be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. Figure. Faint and veiled in shadow. Just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slide down the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror to a jagged shard of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I think that's fifth. That's the fifth world. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it earth one piece of you? No. Sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Without, if I look at way, no. Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you part of me or you're part of something else? I met you. I was supposed to see you. Blah 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 blah. If you're not me, then what are you?
I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Are there like you?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design.
So all the narrators are different.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Are you a part of me or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
See, you do know about the looping. So many of the times I haven't you dine it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
If you made me, then what I am...
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Hmm? What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
If you made us, then I want you to know that this has been torture. If I destroy her, I want to be alone.
Yes, you will, but it will all be worth it.
I would just blah blah blah. Whenever I tried getting outside of you before, you've been absolutely impenetrable. Why are you suddenly being so open? Why couldn't you have told me all this from the start? Well, I've helped you destroy her.
If you actually knew what she was from the start, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. It's easy, I'm going to destroy her. It's easy, I'm going to destroy her. But a lie. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Unquiet, a vast and nascent god, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the yard of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I miss you too. Do you know about the echoes? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the Unquiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Do you know about the echoes? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
things need to end someday. Nothing should be eternal except for a concept. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all of this? Or is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions I need to answer before I can make a choice. Oh, hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to Godsrick Kingdom. Hello everyone, I was simply playing Slay the Princess, and I'm very, very close to, I think, the true ending. So, yeah. Oh, thank you for following me. So yeah, going to be enjoying the end of that if you're here. Let's talk this through. Oh, well, actually, I think I'm almost finished with the game. Maybe I could return for Fnaf afterward if you're still online. Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions I need to answer before I can make a choice. Or if I let you out in another world and for good. If you're always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? It will be the first Fnaf. The very first one. I'm at night 5. Well, the stream is... You know, there was someone at first, but they went to sleep, so... I've been alone for a while, but... The game is easy to... You know, just... Yeah. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. I think I'll go with that. Oh, thank you too, Daphmore. It does mean a lot. I'm really trying to get affiliate to have emotes and all the cool stuff.
Nothing brings me
So
more
every little
joy
follow
than
helps.
hearing those words. The final piece lies with you.
And I'm going to free myself. You fall into yourself. I already have emotes. I have like 7 emotes ready, but I cannot use them. If you wish, I could show them to you after the stream. I could pop in your server and like drop the you know, artists when they do some emote, they like put them all together neatly to show that to... I could show it to you later if you don't mind. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once could fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spawning a cosmic scales, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strains against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Take her hands. All at once, the unwielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
I'm not sure what that is. Seems like herbs. There are no words, no thought to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. About this game? Uh, it's not boring, but I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I think it's more good than bad, but you need to redo the same thing over and over again to reach the ending, and that part is not as fun, but it's not too bad since you can skip it. I will say that in general it was fine. You and she step forward to 1,000 dawn and 1,000 sunset, each of which contains 1,000 mores. You exist and you are aware, just as you always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. So yeah, that was the ending. I know that you've missed most of it, but basically the game is you start in a forest, you go in a cabin, you have some choice like to take a dagger or not, and then you have a choice to kill her or talk to her, and basically what? Now you have finished full story for the first time. You also unlock the gallery. You can access it from the main in-game menu. The memory star is full of clues that will help you find undiscovered rests on attraction. Return to main menu. So yeah, it's basically always the same thing. Yeah, you basically rated me as I was doing like the 3 final talk. But yeah, the game is basically you start in a forest, you go inside the cabin, you decide if you kill or not kill her, and depending on your action, you see that these are all the possible ending, and I did like yeah, I did those I can't count 1 2 3 4 5 6. So yeah, you just finish the game multiple times and stuff. But yeah, me, I still have time to play, since I'm supposed to go to bed at 1 p.m. and there's still 50 minutes. I'm going to hate myself for saying this, but are you interested in me playing Fnaf and trying to finish the last night for the rest of the time? Only if you're interested, because that's probably the only thing I can do. Only if you wish to see that. If not... Yeah, Goopy, I'm going to play Fnaf again. Yeah. Alright, so... I'll try that. I'm just going to move the screen over here. Change that over there. Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay. That like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to change the title. Just give me a second. And it's changing the game, just to make sure. Five Nights at Freddy's. There you go. Did I really update it? I don't think I did. Okay, now it is. All right. So let's do this. Only difference from yesterday is that I've read how Freddy's work because Freddy was killing me each and every single time. Each and every single time it was fucking Freddy. Don't see shit. Yeah, mute the call. Don't need that. Shit. Jesus Christ. Ah. Did he leave? Did he leave? No, he's still there. You're still there. Good. Okay. Did you leave? Yeah, you leave. Jesus. Still there. Good. Still. Did you leave? Yeah, you're still there. Okay. Good. I need to check Foxy. Good. Did you leave? No, you're still there. Still there. Okay. Still there. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. Still there. Shut up. Still there. Good. Still there. Good. You left. Good. The VR version and the phone version is a bit more easier than the PC version since the night are not as long. I'm not scared, I'm just very stressed. Very stressed. I want to click, but it doesn't click. Was it? Shit, Jesus Christ. He left, good. shaking so much. Jesus. Oh, Foxy, move. Foxy, move. Foxy, move. 3 a.m. Good. Good, good. Good, good. Right. I hope I'll have enough power for the night. Paranoid to the max. Hoping it helps. Jesus. Fuck. Left. Good, good, left. Seriously? A night is only 9 minutes. But it feels like fucking eternity right now. She left, right? She left, yeah. Good, good. Is he there? No, he's not there. Good. Oh shit, Foxy's moving. Foxy's moving. Foxy's moving. Foxy's moving. Foxy's moving. Foxy's moving. Don't move. Don't move, Foxy. You're good where you are. You're good where you are. You're good where you are. I love you where you are. I love you where you are. Shit. Did you leave? Yes, you left. Good. Still there. Good. Still there. Good. 5 a.m. 5 a.m. We're almost done. We're almost done. Not. Okay. Okay. So an hour is a minute and a half. When you run out of power, Freddy sings between 5 seconds and 50 seconds. So if I'm lucky, I got this. If I am not lucky, I lost. Please. I would love to say that I've beaten this game, and I really don't want to. I really don't want to try again. I would really love. Oh, oh God. Oh God. I. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh shit. You have no idea how stressed I was. Thank you all for being here. Oh no, fuck you. I'm not sorry. I'm not. That's all. That's all. That's stress talking. But no, I will not do the sixth night. I will not even try it. I'm no, no, no. Jesus. I don't have the clip thing. Sorry about that. Oh, Jesus. So, I'm glad that. Very glad that it didn't take that long, to be honest. It was sweet, very, very sweet. I've tried all night yesterday and didn't work. Oh. So yeah, I know that I wasn't here that long for you guys, since it was pretty. I mean, well, I usually stream for longer, but yeah, the game is over. I even finished Fnaf 5 for you guys. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to get my. I'm going to get a T to remove. So I'm not going to stay that much longer. So yeah, I hope that I'll be able to stream tomorrow. I don't know what it will be after I have a teeth in less. But thank you very much for those. How much was it? Like, oh, okay, cool. Well, thank you. But yeah, I don't know how good those last 20 minutes were. And if you have any suggestion to raid, I'm I'm uh I'm open to suggestion because right now I only have one person that I follow, but it's not really the sort of thing that I believe that you guys will be interested. And I mean, it's pretty much all of your viewers, so you can really send them anywhere. All right, let's go. Raid Ducks Kellawag. Yeah, sorry for not streaming longer. It's I wasn't expecting to last all night long. So raid this person. So thank you for joining me. It was a pleasure to have you. Thank you for all the follow and stuff. And I'm going to see you another time. Thank you very much. Bye bye, everyone. Oh, that's done streaming.